So the Jenners have an issue in Malibu and Malibu adjacent. You obviously know what had happened to Bruce Jenner on Pacific Coast Highway with that terrible car accident. Kris Jenner was involved in her own car wreck yesterday, and it was a bad one. She may have broken her wrist, but look at her Rolls Royce. By the way, a week old. A week old, that Rolls Royce.
That hurts almost as much as a broken wrist.
No, it doesn't. Health is more important than a stupid car, Charles. And anyway, what happened was she's driving along, and this is in the Calabasas area. You know, that's where a lot of celebrities live now. She's in the Calabasas area in this car, and a Prius apparently cuts in front of her to get on the freeway and just nails her. And she was
she ended up going right into the side of the Prius. Her Rolls.
God, you are just.
it's painful to see a week-old Rolls Royce like that.
Okay,
anyway.
so it looks like it's the Prius guy's fault, but it was funny because the Kardashian clan showed up in force.
Like, immediately.
It's kind of funny. It's almost like they got there at the same time that the police and fire department did. It was like Kylie was there, Khloe was there, Kanye was there.
Full makeup.
Yeah, Corey Gamble was there. There were no cameras, though. There was no show cameras.
Yeah, that was the weirdest part.
It is near where they all live. So
yeah, but
it's not
for
like
them to have such a big thing go down and not to have cameras there, that to me was really surprising. I thought cameras would be running around, making sure they got every angle of this.
You're welcome, Kardashians.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get some of the photos and stuff.
And they will be expensive, by the way. Kidding. Anyway, Corey Gamble just showed up, which I think is.
Why is that? His girlfriend got into an accident.
I know, it's true.
Of course he's there.
Of course he's there.
Yeah.
So anyway, she refused medical treatment. She apparently, though, went to a doctor. They would not take her out of the car. It was bad enough that the airbag deployed. Right. And they, she refused medical attention on scene.
But they didn't want to let her out until the paramedics got there to check her out.
That's right.
And you can see one of the paramedics there talking to her as she's still sitting in the driver's seat.
So we got the guy in the Prius, and it's interesting. His name is Jack. He wouldn't tell us his last name, but Jack feels like the deck is stacked against him because of who he hit.
Whose fault it was? Whoever has the more power, I feel like it's got.
Because she's going to have a lot of money to help her with the and the celebrity stature.
Not only that, it's just unfortunately I become part of this. I have nothing against Kris. I actually was one of the people that still like her. She's done a lot in her life, and I really think that's amazing. She married one of the most prominent lawyers, and then she got with one of the most prominent athletes,
right?
And had one of the most successful reality TV shows. To do that all in your life and still give birth to stars, I think that's amazing.
I don't know why. It's one of the funniest interviews we've ever done.
I don't think when she gave birth to them, she's like, that one's a star.
That's an accomplishment. That's a star. That's a star.
Put that one back, not so much. Like, I mean.
He's a smart guy, though. You notice in the video he keeps saying, who's ever at fault? Who's ever at fault? I mean, from what we've been told, he's the one at fault. And if you look at the accident,
well, he knows one way or the other. Right.
But he's a smart guy. He knows cameras rolling and doesn't want to admit guilt.
No, right. But what I love is that it's like she's done a lot for her life, and then she talks about who she married. It's like, I don't know. That's
to do all that and still.
That's Robert Kardashian, by the way.
Have some stars. Yeah.
And wow. So anyway, that area has been treacherous for the Jenners.
Hey guys, this is Sharon from St. Petersburg, Florida. Just wanted to come in and talk about this for a second. I'm kind of with Charles on that a little bit. The Rolls is a week old, but I expected the Prius to have just a little bit more damage to it. I'm surprised that she didn't just plow right through it.
I think she's right. That's a good point.
The Prius held up fairly well there.
The Prius actually did hold, because look at the Rolls.
The Rolls weighs probably at least 700-800 pounds more than the Prius does.
So Kris can't even say, well, if you think my car's bad, you should see the Prius. She can't even say that. Okay.
That was an excellent point.